I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I'm salty right now. Lorenzo Truck Simpson loses a majority decision to Vladimir Hernandez in the main event of the overtime boxing event tonight in Atlanta, and I'm salty, man. And I don't want y'all to think I'm lying when I say this, but I kinda saw this coming. Of course, I was rooting for Truck to win. I wanted him to win. I would be lying if I said I didn't see this coming. And if you a fan of the sport of boxing, it's really simple math. The dude he fought, Vladimir Hernandez, throws a lot of punches. He's a very high volume puncher. And Truck, like a lot of us have been saying for a while now, does not let his hands go for whatever reason. And it finally caught up to him. When he does throw punches, when he's using his jab and throwing combinations, you can see he's one of the most talented young fighters out there. But for whatever reason, he doesn't let his hands go. When he is throwing combinations, you can see the talent, how sharp, how fast he is. But again, he allowed himself to be outworked. Like, it's not a talent thing with Chuck. He has all the talent in the world. It's all him. I don't know if it's a mental block. I don't know if it's coaching. Because I got to say something about that too. We all love Coach Calvin over here. You know this. We team Coach Calvin over here and Coach Kenny. But this is the first time I heard something from Coach Calvin in the corner that I didn't like. I forget which round it was after, but Coach Calvin told Truck, if you going to throw something, make sure it counts. Basically telling him to be even more selective with his punches, which was horrible advice in a fight where you giving up rounds because you're not active enough. Now, don't get me wrong. If you missed a fight and didn't see the fight, don't listen to what I'm saying right now and take it as Truck just got washed. It wasn't even a good fight. Nah, it was very competitive. In my opinion, I was expecting Truck to get the nod, to get the decision, because he was landing the cleaner punches throughout the fight, the cleaner punches, the bigger punches. The problem was, through all that, Vladimir Hernandez's hands just didn't stop punching, and the judges scored it that way. If it was a different set of judges, they might have gave it to the guy landing the cleaner, more effective punches, but these judges gave it to the guy that was busier. So it's not like Truck couldn't have won the fight. He definitely could have won that fight. But his inactivity that we've seen in previous fights finally came back and got him and cost him this fight tonight. And as a fan, it just makes you mad because you know how talented the fighter is. And it's not the opponent beating him, it's him beating himself. If you get a chance to go back and watch the fight, you can see through the later rounds, Truck was bullying dude, pushing him back, and that he was supposed to be the pressure fighter. Truck was bullying him, pushing him back. And you could see that the guy was getting tired in the process. He just kept throwing punches, though. But if Truck was pushing him back like that, and the guy was getting tired like that, while Truck was busy landing a lot of body punches at the same time, Truck would have got a stoppage late, which says a lot because this was a very tough fighter that Truck was in the ring with tonight. This was a step-up fight. A lot of people going to be looking at the dude's record 13-5 and thinking he was just some bum that Truck lost to. Nah, this was a step-up fight tonight. This was a very hard test for Truck tonight, and he came up short. This guy got wins over J-Rock, Alfredo Angulo. He was giving Jesus Ramos a good fight till Jesus Ramos knocked him out. This was a step-up fight for Truck, so he ain't just lose to some bum. And you could see that if he just let his hands go, this would have been no problem for him. But one loss ain't the end of the world. He a young fighter. He's still 23 years old. He'll bounce back from this. I still believe he'll be a world champion one day. Hopefully this was the wake-up call he needed tonight, though, that he can't be so selective with his punches. When you got one-punch knockout power like Tank, yeah, you can do that. But if you don't got that, you can't. You can't be that inactive. Even Tank. Tank's inactivity could come back to bite him in fights with like Devin Haney or Shakur. Like even in those fights, Tank's going to have to be busier. That's why before the Ryan Garcia fight, you heard Tank even mention, I'm going to have to be busier in this fight. He understands that. So hopefully Truck gets that now too. It's not the end of the world, bro. One loss is not the end of the world. You lost a step-up fight. Honestly, in my opinion, he should get right back in the ring. That's another big problem with Truck. He's young in his pro career, but he's had long breaks of inactivity. Like, he should get right back in the ring. Fuck that. In a month or two. He should get back in the ring as soon as he can. Stay busy. Take the competition down a notch. Work his way back up. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. He's 23 years old. But that's what I got for y'all. I'm out.